Good evening and welcome live to the last race of week 3 here in the Winter League. I am C. Parsley along with you. My commentator will be back here just momentarily as we have Nimanva, Beta, Slamu, Strep FM, Quinn Patrick, and Pav taking it on in the group who all have 7 points coming into this race. This race, of course, is Stair Shuffle with Three's Company with had some nice little tri-state situations added in, and we'll be going live with them here in just a moment.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
DK,
I'm excited for this.
DK, what do you look forward to from these four in this race?
Lots of shenanigans for sure. We'll have to wait and see what they start with here, but I'm really hoping that we have to go on a nice dive for some gear here for something. Let's throw a harp and the stones both deep, several stairs down, but they're going to be able to get out of the gate pretty quickly here. I see that 19 strain up there,
yeah,
and Radiant's not bad.
Radiant, so they can go ahead and see those random chest locations if it was tri-stated in. 21 hit points, only 6 magic, so they can use that Radiant twice if needed.
Yeah, or use it in battle to blind somebody. If only that was a thing.
Well, maybe there's 3.1 coming instead of 3.0.3.
But yeah, our runners will be taking off here in about a minute or so, and they'll get the news about these, at least nice start in strength, at least something to get them going, right? It's something to get them going, and then we'll find out what other wonders the Keen has given away in the throne room.
Yeah, that 19 should hopefully make sure that they don't get stuck in that level 1 dungeon. In Toadberry, guys, they're getting the countdown, so we should be going here just in a few seconds for them.
Exactly, and you know, we can always throw out some nice parting gifts with the enemies having some parlor tricks up their sleeves. We'll have to wait and see what they have.
And here we go as they, of course, get the 9-hour speech from the king, Mr. Lork.
Your speech only lasts 9 hours?
But thou must. And we start, of course, with a fighter's ring. Make sure you do equip it for 2 points of attack. A simple torch. And finally, a key in the back. So, of course, you will have to earn your keys, and Radiant will not let you keep it.
Absolutely, and we do see some variance in the builds. The top 2 runners running HP MP builds. Quinn Patrick running Strength Agility, and Pav running the normal Strength HP. So we'll see which one works out for these guys.
Yeah, and so Quinn's going to be able to have a little more magic due to those, Quinn and Pav, sorry. But they are going to pay a little bit, of course, in other lag.
Well, there we go. Draki has hurt, but not a big deal for these runners. They can 1 to 2 shot him easily here, and we're going to get our first level from Nimanva.
And we have 3, 2, 2, and 19 as Quinn gets sent back home.
Yeah, Quinn found baby breath on the wyvern, so not an enemy we want to take on yet. He was pushing out a little bit, but yeah, nice MP build.
Ooh, Reds with hurt more.
Yeah, people pushing just a little bit and finding some fun stuff. Like I said, we'll find blue dragon nearby as well.
Yeah, so it looks like you're going to have to stay pretty close to the castle if you want the weaker enemies. You pushed out just a little, you're going to get some more drastic boys. Meanwhile, Fire, it's the L1 version, but Fire over on the Magician.
Yeah, lots of little fun things so far. Keeping these guys in check as we have
Nimanva picked up level 3 with hurt and just 2 hit points, 2 magic being added to the bank.
Ah, come on, Nim. You got to throw out a hurt there. You have a chance at 1 shot in it.
Alright, so what's going to be our over-under and total number of deaths to the seed?
I'm not sure. We'll have to... It's a little too early for me to call that one yet. We'll have to wait and see how quick stats come and what other parlor tricks are up these enemy sleeves first. But yeah, if we get an early hurt more, I don't foresee a ton. But I don't think Nim wants to be grinding this golem right now.
Level 4, 6, 2, 18, no more spells on that for Beta Slamu.
Yeah, you like to see the 18 HP for sure. That really is huge. Oh, never mind. You don't like to see that hurt more on Drakimas.
Hurt more for Drakima, level 1 breath for a Wyvern. Sends both of our right side back to start.
And now Nim finds out about
hurt more on the Drakima sends Nimanva back. 3 of our 4 are listening to the king. You know, that's how Offguard pays to keep up the towns, because they charge you 50%.
Exactly. And Quinn pushed a little bit to the east, saw a green dragon, so we might be surrounded by some hard enemies. Yeah, going north now, a blue dragon here as well.
Yeah, it's right. The castle is probably going to be on the northernmost of like the level 0, level 1 area. Any pushed out at all is going to get you into a very higher enemy level set. So you're probably going to want to make a run trying to find either a cave or a town. Town's preferable when we do have the stair shuffle on.
Yeah, for sure. And Beta just trying to grind it out here. I think everybody is, but we're just finding paltry enemies, not getting that next level of good enemies. The Drakima's already off the board. It kind of gets obnoxious at this point. You have that hurt, you want to go use it on stuff, and just can't quite find the enemies to use it. And then immediately a wizard.
Now, could that possibly be randomly running into a treasure guard?
No, he ran away from it and it didn't push him back. I was watching for that, so yep.
Yeah, I was going to say, because if you do try to run from an actual treasure guard, it'll be like when you're trying to go through a stun tile or trigger tile, where it will push you back 1 step. Meanwhile, Nimanva picks up level 4 as Beta goes back from a warlock.
Yeah, he might not mind seeing that warlock, though. Might try and go back to the east there and pick it up. Nim's going to try and press out a little bit. Finds a dead end to the north.
Now, some people might be questioning why we were worrying about a treasure guard, because with that Tri-State treasure guard on, it is technically feasibly possible to randomly walk over the tile, so that would be the coordinates from Catlin. It's highly unlikely, but it is possible.
Yeah, and this week it's not even tri-stated, it's on. So if it's one of those 5 items, either the 3 key items, and obviously on the coordinates it can't be those, but it could be armor or sword, it will be guaranteed to have one.
Yeah, the only way it won't is if you get something like a fairy flute or a death necklace.
Exactly. But Quinn Patrick taking a level 5 here, and then some moderate stats there.
Wow, it's just hurting because we're not seeing any towns. We're not even seeing a cave out there anywhere. You know, you probably wouldn't like a cave, but at least it'd be better than nothing when you're searching forever and absolutely nothing showing up.
Exactly. Meanwhile, Beta's going to pick up level 5, find out the level here with no real spells coming. So the grind continues.
Yeah, because it looks like Pav's taking that little mountain just to the west of the council, picking up a lot of ghosts, but that's all. And it's looking like, considering the numbers I am seeing, that the Tri-State is off on random XP and gold, which means they're going to have to settle with the normal vanilla numbers for what you'd get from enemies.
Yeah, there's no tri-stated flags for week 3, so there's nothing to watch for tri-states. Everything's is set.
That was weird, because I swore on our race, well, the one that I was actually in, that we were getting numbers that weren't normal vanilla for the enemies.
No, you definitely were. Yeah, you definitely were.
5-1 is the normal vanilla.
Well, that wasn't in your race then, but anyway, we'll continue on with the triplet shuffle.
Regardless, let's continue with these guys. And Nimanva goes back to start again. Drakima is going to be in Nimanva's nightmares tonight.
Yeah, there's another hurt more for Pav as well. Just that next level of enemy is just elusive here as far as being able to take anything on. We're slowly getting there, though. Beta's about 30 away from the level now.
At this point, I would, if I'm them, I'd die to see something nice like, say, a scorpion.
But with this metal scorpion, though, it's going to hit a little hard, but still, that's a nice 31 experience.
It's a nice, if we can, then Gwen does get to take it down. Not quite enough to get to level 6, but we'll get him close. Beta about ready to find the dead end. Oh, it actually goes back for the one square of desert tile over there.
And
Now,
Quinn
is that
takes down that
actually
second one
good?
there.
Is that actually good, just going up and down that one square?
Yeah, you're trying to maximize the amount of desert encounters there, is what he's shooting for, because the desert tiles give a 1 in 8 encounter rate. Quinn Patrick, level 6 comes with just a ton more MP, but nothing much else.
Yeah, he is up to over 63 now, sorry.
Yeah, that's just an absolute ton of hurts. Unfortunately, you're not able to heal, and we have 27 HP on his side.
And we've had no town, so you haven't even been able to buy an herb to keep yourself in the battle.
Look at Quinn Patrick. Forgot to put it on.
Because they did not put on the fighter's ring right now.
It's at least that's good looking out. And he got it on there, gets that +2. We'll see if attack power really matters later on. Depends on what our spikes are.
That is definitely true. As Queen goes down to a wyvern there, back to start again. Problem is, with all of these deaths, even if somebody does find a town, they're not going to really have much money to do anything with.
No, absolutely not. It's been a brutalish start as far as getting away from the starting area and just finding anything to kill. Yeah, no more green dragons over here for Quinn Patrick.
At this point, King Lorik's going to I'm not going to re-heal you guys if you're only coming back and giving me 18 gold for the half.
I would like to see Quinn Patrick parlay those metal scorpions into some stuff here. He has that knowledge. No one else has been taking those on yet. Betas went back up to these hills here, which has that scary poltergeist and not much else. This is terrible.
Now, I do know, of course, your desert being the best, but what is next best? Is it the mountain or the forest square?
The mountains are also the same as the desert. You just lose 1 frame per step, so it's a little slower overall than the desert. Then it goes to the forest and then into your grasslands.
And then where does the swamp fit in on the calculations?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't remember. I think that equals the forest, but chat might be able to correct me on that.
Meanwhile, Beta going for a medal. And gets it down.
Yeah, it seems like metal slimes are definitely the path forward right now. We
metal
see
scorpions.
Yeah, scorpions rather. Pav trying to push out another blue dragon. Just pushing out's just not working for these guys right now.
234 is all the experience the max person here so far has in our early first 11 minutes. And yeah, we've seen nothing. No downs, no cave, not even one that out in the corner and we didn't get there. Metal Scorpion, however, does get Quinn. Sends him back.
Yeah, so buckle in. We're here till at least level 7. That's at 337 experience. We'll see if that brings anything to make these runners feel that they can move beyond what they're doing right now.
Yeah, because right now, there we go. We got my Scorpion I was looking for. Nice 1625 from Nimanva.
As Quinn Patrick finds out about the DL2 poltergeist and maybe skipping those in the future.
Pav trying to push out here, see if it benefits them.
Yeah, definitely into a new part of the world.
Yeah, if he can find himself a town or a cave, there is a cave. What it'll be if we can get by this wyvern. And no.
And just on that top right edge of his screen was Sharlock, so we know Sharlock just beyond that cave.
Well, that'll give Pava the experience of territory knowledge.
Would have been nice to see that cave, you never know if he could have maybe gotten a key out of there or something.
Yeah, luck in to say that maybe the first floor grave or something. Find something luckily in a chest, maybe one of the key items, or yeah, you need to kind of unlock a lot of this opening.
There we go. Beta's going to get the level 7. We'll see if it gives us anything.
8, 2, 5, 5, and stop spell. Not that bad of a spell. It does have its use.
Yeah, we've seen a few hurt more enemies right now, so that'll definitely take care of handling them. Won't help us with the breath, though.
Yeah, so enemies like the Drakima start to come back on the table.
Absolutely, and honestly, right now, Drakima's looking really tasty because we don't have a lot of other things going on. Beta heading towards that same cave area that we saw Pav a few moments ago. Let's see if he's more successful.
Yeah, you can get that 20 experience, 25 gold if you do take down a Drakima. Pav goes home by the deputy. Ooh, 2 caves. The first is that first level of grave. Radiant is getting used for the first time. And we have the death necklace. Normally kept because in case you get the deal, he's going out immediately. Don't know why, because there isn't a town nearby. It's good to sell for over 1,000 if you can find it, but since there isn't a town, it really doesn't. There is, that is Tablet Cave, I believe, that Beta just walked into.
That is correct. Yeah, and I think his thought is, let me try and get to a town, sell this, and get some gear.
Well, let's see where the stair shuffle sends us. That's a piece of Sharlock, and he's going to immediately back out.
Yeah, he's not even risking a single step in there. Does not want to get a Sharlock tier encounter with 12 HP right now.
Well, would you go back to the grave and check the other ones? Because he only grabbed the first deal. There is one more random treasure chest that could be there, plus the 3 on top. Well, potentially 3 on top.
Well, it doesn't matter. He's going back to home because the knight said so.
Right, but I would put Beta a little bit in the lead here because you can get that 1,000 plus for selling it if we can ever find a town. Definitely, usually not something this week's these week's flags are conducive to keeping to use.
Absolutely agree. Nim also reached level 7. We'll see if he sticks on the grind or decides to try and push a little bit.
Meanwhile, Nimanva trying northern, looking to see if anything's out there. Beta did for a second, now heading back again to the east.
We have a metal slime here for Nimanva.
Yeah, I didn't want to jinx it yet, but we'll see. So far, not really, and there's the runaway.
Yeah, the only time they were guaranteed to have them would be level 1 when we only had 19 strength. They're definitely able to run now.
We do have scaled on, correct?
Correct. Yep. So at this, it would be 224 if he takes it down at level 7.
Still would be nice 224 experience, which would be a nice, tasty little treat if you can do it. And it is something because it's basically a 50-50-0-1. You just need to roll positive 3 times to get those 3 points.
Yeah, and he's sticking around up here. He might have walked just far enough west to switch to a different zone because we haven't seen another one yet. But
there's another. Sorry about that. There's another cave on the very top corner for Beta. If you can get by the gold man and 1 point left. And we have the harp trade in. More knowledge, more usefulness. 1 step away and AK says go home.
Yeah. The armor knights, man. You don't want to see an armor knight right now. And Beta's like, stop with the caves. Give me a town, please.
Yeah, it's nice to have the knowledge, but right now, he would really like to be able to sell that 1,000 plus. Get himself maybe a weapon or an armor, maybe a shield. Something to help him from being the sponge that little Pac-Man ghost is.
Yeah, meanwhile, Quinn Patrick gets level 8, and level 8 is the level. It comes with Hurtmore, and he has a very nice zone here, and he is just blowing things up left and right.
And he's going to go back home to do it again when he gets the refill from King Alaric. Yeah, 51, that definitely got him a good chunk of hit points too, as well as that Hurtmore.
Exactly, and we already had all that MP and tap, so he is feeling a little more brazen to go out here now.
Yeah, he could definitely break this wide open if he can find a good set of Hurtmoreable enemies. And that Droll Magi is perfect for that.
Yeah, that quickly, just shy of 100 away from the next level.
And those hit points is just enough. Oh, but it gets by with 2 dodges, and Drakima still says, I'm the boss.
Yeah, don't be cheap. You have a ton of MP. Hurt more everything. It's not gonna. You're never gonna use all this MP before you die.
Yeah, especially with no heal spells and no talents that have even 1 herb.
And thank you, old vampire lady, for the raid. Welcome into the final race of week 3 of the 2024 Dragon Warrior Randomizer Winter League. It's a fun one so far.
Yeah, but you guys haven't missed much, so settle on in, grab your favorite drink, and enjoy the last race of this week of the Winter League as we're still looking for our first town. However, the way Beta's going to new territory, we might finally get to see one. SDK we already saw before, that was grade 1 there in the top corner. But the wizard sends him home.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to settle back into a grind, but wasn't liking what was happening and decided to push again. We know the winning move is to get this next level. Nimanva just over 100 away from the level in that really crucial hurt war.
Meanwhile, Quinn looks like he's going to give us a look at least at that top level of Grave in its entirety, as long as he doesn't get sent home out of here.
Yeah, Hurtmore coming in very big.
The second potential square doesn't have anything. Now we'll check to see if the 3 that are normally there in vanilla. First one is not there, the second one is. There is at least 1 chest up there. Hurtmore this wiring, get your experience. As Beta goes home again to Drakima. Only 1 chest, and it is a key! You are key free. That is going to hurt for Beta, who only did that 1 chest and left before checking that other place.
Yeah, I'll anticipate him going back in at some point here. Meanwhile, Quinn does have a ton of gold. We'll have 0 issue, even if he takes a death with getting keys once he gets sent back to the start.
Yeah, but just when you can get yourself out of your little kind of like locked door dungeon and have been that close, when he looks back at this at the end of the day, he's probably going to go, I should have spent another couple minutes and checked that other chest. Meanwhile, Quinn is going through. However, I think he just got to the bottom. Yes, the one ladder kind of like wraps around back to the bottom, the other side.
That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. So, Tablet and Grave are a closed loop.
Yeah, but that is good to know, because that way you can cross them off your list of things you need to check.
Absolutely. And that, unless, we still have Mountain, but that makes me start thinking Mega Sherlock already.
That would be fun for us, but the wizard sends Quinn home, which ain't a bad thing. Even with that half, you'll still have enough money. You can take the key, open the back door in Tangedal, use it to buy up yourself to 6 keys, and then check what's in the treasury and the other 2 potential random spots here in the castle. And one of the random is there, as we saw with the dip.
No, absolutely. And Nimanva finds level 8 finally, and that very crucial Hurtmore immediately starts walking around, doesn't find the enemy he wants.
Right, but the time has been able to have Quinn at least to pull about a level and a half ahead of even Nimanva. Okay, there is only 1 of the extra chests, and the NPC is guarding it quite well. We have a cursed bell, which of course tells you that 1 of the 3 search spots are in play.
And Nim gets an excellent move on a metal slime, takes down a big 255.
Very nice. A great way to try to play catch up here on Quinn. Inside the treasury, we have a 2nd cursed belt. We have a 3rd cursed belt. All 3 search locations are in play with some gold. So it is potential. If you want to set up a really deep dive through the dungeon system, you could make a gold grind. And there is a scale to pick up your 2 points of defense.
Yeah, and that 3 cursed belts is really good knowledge. You know that all 3 of our search spots are in play.
And for those who don't know, that would, of course, be the searching in the town of Cole, the bottom of the spike tile of Hawksness, and, of course, the coordinates that are given to you by Catlin. Also known as the Mull of America of Alfgard. And underneath is going to be the first level of Mountain. Out of Tentagel. Which also means somebody could potentially, if they get the right ladder system, could, without keys, come up on the backside of Tentagel and get keys that way. Depending on how these things route.
Mountain's its own separate. There's no other entrance into it, so we wouldn't be able to backdoor in, but there is potential.
With 3 ladders there for that first level of Mountain, you could, you think you could, from one of the other locations in.
No, the only other caves out there are Tablet and Grave. Those are the only other ones that have connectors, and those 2 are a closed loop, so there is no other way in there. But yeah, it's got a lot of potential other rooms because of the 3 stairs in play. Nim gets in the grave and gets his key.
Wasn't getting it for a moment, but it just dawned on me what you were trying to refer to there, partner.
Yeah, those 3 caves are the only ones that can connect to each other.
There isn't any way to connect out because there isn't a way in.
Yeah, correct. Those are the only 3 caves that can connect into each other.
Not unless the game, malfunctions halfway through.
Yeah, go out Swamp North and all of a sudden you're in Mountain 2. That'd be hilarious, actually. Nim, my buddy, you have 61 MP. Use a Radiant.
And I think he's just trying to grind here. Don't think he's actually trying to do any more searching. Oh, hold on. Now he wants to prove me wrong.
Yeah, I think he might want a Death Warp here, but as well. But he's going to take on these Wyverns while he's in there.
Yeah, Death Warping probably would be a good idea, but as I say, might as well kill everybody you can with your 56 magic points you can, especially with your hurt mores. But I wouldn't. I would want to get more than just the ghosts that are popping up.
Yeah, and Beta making quick work of his level 8 Hurtmore has been blowing things up left and right, is just shy of level 9 already, right back into Grave. So luckily for him, he's going to go over here, check the rest of these chest locations, and get rewarded with his key.
Yep, he's going to get key unlocked here in just a few seconds, which of course is only going to leave 2 of our get runners without keys at the moment. Picks up level 9 in the meantime.
When's heal coming?
15.
I think we already played that one. It wasn't any fun.
And heal more comes at 16.
That's evil. I like it. Very nice.
It's either that or no more spells to 16 and they all drop at once.
Wow, Quinn Patrick went down a long path that just dead ends into a Demon Knight that hurt more demons sending back. At least he got knowledge of the dead end, but still no towns.
Yeah, we haven't even seen old Becky.
All right, Beta back with his key. He's going to get his keys, get all this knowledge in here real fast.
He ain't going to be able to get all 6, but I believe he's going to pick up 4 here.
Yeah, and then get the gold chest out of the treasury and be able to get the rest here in a moment.
Speaking of that, also Nimanva doing a similar thing, is we're now only 1 person away from Keyland.
Yeah, surprisingly, it's the 1 person that saw the caves first.
Yeah, it's true. Good old Pav still stuck at level 8.
Yeah, level 8 does have hurt more. Surprised he didn't start pushing out a little bit to look for the hurt. There he goes.
Beta taking a look there at the mountain system. Sees the connection into Sherlock and immediately backs out.
Yeah, I like that play. You can see if there's like a quick mountain too or something that's not scary to go look at, but not put yourself in danger at the same time.
By the way, while we're doing that, I believe Quinn was in Rimeldar and hit a treasure guard and died.
I was gonna say I saw him fighting something and die, and I wasn't sure where he was. I was waiting to see if chat would throw it out for us.
Yeah, it was a werewolf, and it looked like to be the inside where normally you would have a shop, but you get the person tells you to go to the south cave. The one random chest that can be in there looked like to be the one with the treasure guard.
Oh, buddy. So that'll be awesome news for him if he gets back there. Should be able to take it out most likely. Nimanva finds a quick dead end with a chest, but gets a wizard. Meanwhile, we found Grave 2's floor on Beta's side, so a decent amount of cave out here.
And Nimanva's chest was just a nice pile of gold. And there it was just to the east of Sherlock is Rimeldar.
I would have liked to have seen him get the level on the way there. He's just shy of the next level, but can't say I hate the play.
Right, but a werewolf is at least partially resistant to the Hurtmore, isn't it?
No, actually, you can hurt more with 100% success against the werewolves.
Well, then I'm a little surprised on the depth there, but we should see it here after the seal up.
Yeah, the problem is that it doesn't necessarily kill them in one on you.
Back attack by the werewolf for 28. 34 leaves 7. And there is your werewolf. Let's see what item is hiding. As he picks up a level 11 with 1, 2, 11 more hit points, 15 more magic. Return and heal more. That's no fair.
Yeah, I mean, they love to see it. 11 more MP is nuts. They have a ton of MP here, so the people running the HP MP are going to be, like, overloaded on MP here.
Did you catch the item that was on that chest?
That was the token.
It looks like a bear tracker. It's, yeah, the Erdrick Tease, the token. But at least one town down, only a half dozen to go.
Yeah, and with the location of that, as a Red Dragon takes out Nim in the cave, I was gonna say I don't think it's gonna be big a deal for our other runners to find this location as we see Beta seeing it immediately.
Yep, Beta's just one square away from. As none of the locked right in the inn have a chest. Going to check the other one. He'll see that momentarily. The NPCs being the biggest block, and there is the werewolf. Fortune smiles on thee. You found the Erdrick's Tease. And he wondered how he walked through there. Unfortunately, the game was never designed to have an enemy in a town. So when an enemy in a town happens by a treasure card, the NPCs do spaz out a little bit, and they are a little off from where they are actually physically located by the game's memory. So therefore, it looks like you're just walking on through. It also lets you from time to time have the weird situation of having NPCs walking through walls.
Meanwhile, Quinn Patrick found Cantlin, 46 north, 69 to one direction. I missed it, but it was a little east.
46 north, 69 east, and with the 3 belts that we have, we know it will definitely have an item of value.
Yeah, with this week's flags, can't be the harp, can't be the stones, obviously not the token, but it could be either piece of Erdrick's gear, it could be the fairy flute, or the death necklace.
It can't be the death necklace, as we've already seen that one.
I see that, that's right, we had the death necklace as well.
So we're down to 3 that coordinate can be. 2 out of the 3 would be good. And 2 out of the 3 would cause a treasure card to immediately pop on you when you do walk on it. Meanwhile, Quinn finds the town of Geringham. Doesn't look like we have many sales going on in the shop so far. So pay up, pay up, pay up.
Absolutely, and gonna have a chance. Oh man, Nim takes another hurt more from a Drakima, but gonna have a chance at some more chests back here. Looks like we got 2 of them.
1 and 1. Oh, and we have a treasure card. The magic item is the harp. And they did just recently see that harp trading cave. If they remember where that is, they can get their staff. Between the 2, we have just an herb.
2 guards locked in a closet with some herb. I don't know. We might have to report them to the king.
The king decided to allow medical herbology. Oh, the freebie cave has nothing. Other than a weird old guy doing who knows what. Which is weird, because that freebie cave can actually have 2 due to the flag set, and unfortunately for these runners, no freebies.
Yeah, no freebies at all. Let's make it a little painful. We still gotta find those stones, and right now we actually have high odds of it being either Cole or Hawksness based on our knowledge.
And we have 2 towns there. When, however, walking by...
Yeah, those are the towns he was just in.
Ah, sorry.
Nah, yeah, he did a weird loop up around and came back down around.
AK sends Nimanva back to start.
Here we go, Pav. Get in there, buddy. Let's see. Be successful here. Get your key. And please, please, for the love of God, once you do get your key, do not use it to unlock the deep grave door. No, yeah, we had all 3 curse belts in Tantagel. 2 were in the treasury, 1 was in an alternate chest to the right, so we had all 3 curse belt knowledge right away.
Well, once you unlocked with the key, yes. Meanwhile, level 11 got for Nimanva with the return spell, joining Quinn. And of course, the heal mark. The non-happy, not making us commentators happy heal mark.
It's all right. We still got some plays in here. We got lots of time for fun stuff to happen.
Alrighty. Meanwhile, Pav checking out that tablet cave is going to find out the quick loop into back of grave, the old dead end. Just cross my fingers, please don't use your 1 key to unlock the door.
Yeah, I think I was waiting to see if he realized where he was. I think he finally figured it out, and now it looks like he might win a death grind or a death warp. Then says never mind.
Dragon takedown by Beta got her first tasty dragon of this seed.
It leaves him 1 experience shy with that Draki, but here he goes with the Drakima, gonna get 11.
And here we go with level 11 joining both Nimanva and Quinn.
Yeah, and if Quinn takes down this Armor Knight, he'll be at 12, and he is successful.
Alrighty, our level 12 numbers give us 9 power, 18 speed, and not much else.
Yeah, the agility huge. That's a nice jump on agility for them for sure. We're at that point where we could potentially pull off a win right now, depending on what our spikes are, and we wrap up all the exploration.
Speaking of spike, we'll find out one here as we're in coal. after a quick heal up.
Yeah, very smart, very wise to top off before possibly stepping on with an encounter.
Well, it's very, I'm going to say it's at least probably 75% to be an encounter. And there it is with the knight. One and done though with her. And we have the Stones of Sunlight, the final piece of the Rainbow Drop puzzle.
So here's the quandary for Nim after he wraps up everything, because this is his first piece, but we collectively know where everything is now. Once he gets all three pieces, would he continue on looking for other items or make a play for it?
Well, here's the thing. We do know where the harp traded. Have we seen the jerk?
No, we have not. So that is definitely an outstanding item.
Once we have the jerk, though, yeah, it could be very interesting, both of Hurt More and Heal More, to try to make an early level finish of this game.
Yeah, the other big issue, we haven't seen Swamp Cave yet.
And there's Hawkness. That is our other spike tile in play, other than the coordinates.
This is pretty big. We know there's something here for sure. Not the greatest, but we can get through this.
Oh, but we don't have the sleep.
Yeah, just throw some Hurt Mores, use Heal Mores in between until the Hurt Mores land. You got a lot of MP here.
Gets away with 2 straight Hurt Mores, finishes them off. Picks up level 12. Joins Quinn. With the 9, 16, 6, and 6. And there is the Fairy Flute. See, unless your spike is a golem, not really too happy.
Yeah, agreed. But that gives us knowledge here in the booth that our coordinates are either the Erdrick's Sword or Erdrick's Armor. And they're pretty far away.
Make you wonder if we're going to go without them then. Normally I would say no with the 15 damage tiles per square there in Sherlock, but with those heal mores you could potentially go through one, find out it's no, especially if we can find a town, well actually we do have Remodar right next door to Sherlock. Go out, re-heal, and then go take another path.
No, absolutely agree. And I think if I had all pieces in play, I'm absolutely at least attempting it right now.
And there is Jerk. Quinn just showed it to us. Just to the east of whatever that town there was on the corner.
Yeah, and he was just recently in the Staff of Rain Cave too, so it's real close by.
So it's just to the east of Cole is that trade for the Jerk.
Well, here we go. Quinn's going to be the first runner to have to make that decision. Do I want to go try and find this swamp cave or not?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Quinn's going to pick up the stones here in just a second.
Yeah, upgrades to half plate. A nice defense bump there for him.
Well, speaking of upgrades, both Beta and Pav are running naked, so to speak. No weapons, no item.
And as if Beta just heard you, upgrades to a full plate here in Breckenary.
Alrighty, there we go, boy. Get some good stuff on. Alrighty, here comes Quinn for that knight, I believe it was, yeah. And that will put him into where in the heck Swamp Cave is mode.
Exactly, and I saw a note in chat about Quinn possibly leading this whole race. I have to agree, he's played it very smart, and there you are.
And there it is! Nimanva finds the Swamp Cave. Very fittingly, in the swamp. There's the rainbow drop for Quinn Patrick. 5 points here would be awesome for him in this week, as we saw that the lowest score coming out of week 3 was 5 points. Which I think just has to speak to everybody. This little season being a little more balanced than some of the others, where you could have had like 3 1s going through.
Yeah, the quality of runner in this league has been fantastic. It's there's no free races, that's for sure.
When about ready to find out the spike there on Hawksnest. I believe this, if we remember right, was the flute. However, Beta's the first to get Gwayland. Beta is going to try to keep Gwayland the whole way through here, even though he's still 2 out of 3 away.
Oh baby, the Star Wyvern has sleep.
And does lose it there with the death.
Now that sleep is rough. Those enemies, especially in Sherlock, can be a real big pain in the butt. So that's something to definitely keep in your back pocket and knowledge-wise.
Yeah, because that Star Wyvern could be somebody who you will run again in Sherlock, even though he had it there in the Swamp Cave. When taking down a nice tasty AK, followed by Pav doing so right afterwards, and Pav will get level 12 off it, so at least it's been playing good catch-up on the experience level.
Yeah, him and Beta both simultaneously getting 12.
And Pav just getting the knowledge of the Trading Cave Jerk. Should run into, there it is, Cole right next door. Hopefully he remembers to heal before going to the search tile.
Quinn just got the next level here and got 13 MP, 13 HP both, which is really, really nice.
Meanwhile, if he can get through this... There you go, take it down for Beta, nice little AK.
And there's the Swamp Cave for Quinn.
And Pav smart enough to go ahead and do the heal. Quinn, of course, the only one who can make the play here, grab the princess and head on to Big C. Meanwhile, the Night Spike fight for Pav. No free treasure chest it looks like here in Beaconary. Items are at least shuffled. Those are not normally items that the Beaconary weapon shop normally has the ability to carry.
Yeah, correct. It's just your standard shuffled chest or shops this week.
I know, but the Beaconary shop's like, finally, I don't have to just offer the bamboo pole.
They're trying to make themselves relevant, especially since they didn't put any chest in there.
Yeah, try to make them more than just the Tombodad of Elfgard. You know, we'll leave the candle on for you.
Exactly. Meanwhile, Quinn gets through the Stone Man, but is in a bad spot. He doesn't have outside and only has 7 MP left.
Beta about to find out the bad news of the coordinates being a mile away. Does get out. Should probably go heal up before anything else. Running the NPCs, you know, let them. Yeah, but we're ready to find out that unfortunately one of the key pieces aren't here, just the flute only. Welcome to Garringham for Beta.
Quinn, barely alive, gets healed to proc and is able to get through, but is running on fumes.
Meanwhile, Beta takes the second treasure guard. He's going to pick up another piece of their puzzle, this time being the heart. Throws the wings to get back to home.
And they were inside of the Dagon swamp. That's huge for him to have found those wings and is going to successfully live at least this far.
Captain just healed. Please make sure you don't make the mistake of turning her into the king. Now, it isn't all gone in case you do, just in case you're wondering. Yes, while we do have Three's Company, we won't turn you down if you want to actually fight the Dragon Lord, naturally. But it's going to take you a lot more levels and probably put you way down in the ranking.
Especially with that nasty over count that you have to figure out. But here we go. Quinn is running towards Sherlock. Which path is going to be the right path here tonight, C. Parsley?
Normally most of you runners will have to say right is right, and I should have listened to it in my own seed, but I'm still going to go against it and go traditional with the center behind the throne.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, like I say, right is right, but it might not be correct.
The fake out of the drop.
I think he wanted to get herbs and then realize it's rim and you can't buy herbs.
Yeah, and the rimlet are good to heal, not good to buy. And let's see. Oh, hit the werewolf. And decides to go right back out.
Yeah, maybe he needs keys.
Right? Let's see. Tries Rimledar again. Is he out of keys?
Yeah, he was either out or really low, I think. Yeah, chat confirming only had one key, so yeah, not a bad play here. He could have at least made one run through and then came back if needed, but I appreciate the keeping up.
Though it was the last second thought of him because he got 2 steps into Sherlock and then immediately made the turn back like, no. Now what are we doing? Oh,
re-topping off, just get that last 4 HP back.
You figure if this is going to be the right run, you ain't going to burn those 1,541 gold pieces anyway, so why not?
Exactly.
Meanwhile,
and we got everybody else.
In.
No, you nailed it. I was going to say, we got everybody else kind of putting these pieces together finally here, too, and we'll see how this all comes together. We got Beta going the correct direction for Jerk and his stones.
When taking your right path, let's see if it's right.
Heal, please. Heal, please. Thank you.
And it takes him to the U path first in Sherlock. It's the outside U. From there to the inner. Oh, the good 4 or 5 ladders there.
Not healing is a bad idea, and now he's on to the inner floor of basement of Sherlock, and this has another 4 stairs. Not loving it right now for him.
No, that's just giving you way too many paths to have to check. Now we're into the old grade 4. Now, and this is going to dead end in the mountain too.
Is opting to go check and see if there's any chest of note. He might, luck into the armor for all he knows.
Gold in the 1 out of 2 that was there. Well, we know he's going to be able to luck into both, but it is potentially he could luck into 1.
Exactly, and he's got a lot of MP. I really would love to see him keep the healing up.
Well, I would love to see the healing to be kept up, but also love to see the pushing towards the basement to be kept up. Because right now, you're definitely in the lead. Take it and try to finish this.
Yeah, we got Beta going into the swamp right now, and he's got his pieces put together, and he is going to take 0 time getting into Sherlock here.
So far, it's looking like right might not be right, but there is still a possibility of probably about 23 other possible permutations that could be done between the 2 sets. Down to only 10 health. But does manage to get the heal and get out of it.
60 agility. You gotta use the resources and kill these armor knights.
Yeah, but down to 8. Yeah, because combination once you're there in Sherlock, it is given the harder run algorithm, of course. Meanwhile, Nimanva will pick up his piece of the pie here in just a second. And Nim now has his beautiful herb. So Princess is got by Beta Slamu, so he can start heading immediately to Sherlock. None of us just gotta remember where the trade in for the harp is.
Yeah, and Quinn found tablet 2. There is a chest at the end. No encounter, though, so it's not either of the pieces that we're looking for. It gets a key replacement.
Meanwhile, Pav is trying to go with Princess early here.
Yeah, Pav's still got a couple pieces of the puzzle to put together, but, you know, maybe he's feeling confident in carrying her around while he's wrapping things up.
You know, get her a nice little visit of the entire Elfgard Kingdom. You know, she's been locked up there for how many years?
Exactly. She needs a little sunshine right now.
I hope these guys made sure to bring her a little suntan lotion or, you know, sunblock, because considering how long she's been down there, she could probably burn up pretty quickly.
Well, here we go. Quinn going to the left side. We had 2 sets of stairs. He's on the intersection of the U now that has a single connector and is going to go through.
Down to that one stair. Let's see, is that the magic stair? No, it's the dead end.
Well, he's down to 1 set of stairs in this current section of Sherlock, and then he still had 2 more sets in the previous section that he was at, plus the other 2 on the top floor. If we had outside, I would love to see him just outside and try one of those other sets of stairs, but we'll see if this one works.
Yeah, I hope one of those other 2 would just drop you directly straight down into the mountain, into the dome. He's going to try now one of the others.
Yeah, that's the one he already went into.
Yeah, I was going to say, he either wants the wrap around on the top or the down bottom one of the 2. Alright, so he's going to try the wrap around on the top there.
And yeah, right side is a closed loop. It is over. That was the final staircase.
That one's out. That one stair of the case right there is the only thing left, the one that you're seeing on the screen.
Yeah,
right
that's the one he came in originally on. He came up, went left.
Yeah, but that'll take him down that one level to go to see the other ones in the other room. Meanwhile, Beta is going to take it. Let's see if he avoids the right. Stay away from the right, and unfortunately, Beta is going to go right.
Yeah, Pav making his way back up, and is out. So I would expect to see him go out and top off and rim first before making a check on one of the other ones.
Yep. Quinn is heading out, while Beta unfortunately is heading in.
Yeah, it's about a 4 to 6 minute excursion here as Nim picks up his rainbow drop to be able to clear out that right side, depending on encounters, obviously.
Yep, so 3 of our 4 are Sherlock ready. 2 of them already in Sherlock. Now the question is, how long is Beta going to get stuck in here on this right side that we know is no good, compared to how lucky Quinn may get between the 2 that are left? Let's hear you guys in chat. Left or center?
I think since right didn't pan out, I'm going to have to go with your selection behind the throne, which is obviously the last one we're going to check. He's going to go into the staircase here, most likely on the left.
Well, we'll find out choice number 2 here as soon as we get by the AK. Pab still looking for that beautiful harp, which we know is in Garringham's back. And yep, you're right, he is going to take the left side. Let's see if that's the right side for him or not. Also, it does look like, nobody's going to see our coordinates tonight, so we're not going to know which one of the items are there.
Well, here we go. We got a single connector path here. It's the path that normally leads us to Grave Chest 5.
Yeah, I was going to say that's Grave 3. Let's see what comes out of the other stair. That gets us to one of the lower Sherlocks. And that gets us through.
Oh, baby, here we go. Can he survive the bottom floor and the spike?
I'm drawing this as Quinn's game to lose here.
Yeah, absolutely in a really, really good position right now. And not the commentators cursing, getting a good run of it here.
Yeah, especially since we really haven't seen any of these enemies with a serious sleep, kind of like Wombo combo. Speak of the combo, there's the red dragon saying, at least I'm going to make you fight for it.
Yeah, I like it. Let's throw out that red dragon, something we haven't really seen, and at least give us one last hurrah here.
Of course, after that hurrah, you'll have to make the last 10 to 12 steps without getting unlucky by the enemy algorithm. And then remember, do not hold B. We normally hold B here. Do not do it tonight. Golem being the first to block, but I believe he does. Yeah, he does have that flute.
I like this play. Flute it, just take everything out of the equation at this point.
And even take a heal more just to make sure. Full day, and as long as that happens, we'll get the GG's out. And a time for Quinn here in a moment. And there it is. GG's out in chat for Quinn Patrick, who will pick up 5 big points and go to 12 here at the end of week 3.
Yeah, very well played by Quinn. He was the one that was most consistent at sitting down and grinding. By far the first one to get the level 8, which was the huge breakout with Hurt More, and it paid off dividends for him, and it went really well after that.
Yep, and just finishing just over 59 minutes at 59 minutes and 3 seconds. Now the question is it going to be Nimanva or is it Beta going to find out that that right is wrong, get out of there and take another one shot? By the way, meanwhile, we do have our winner, Quinn Patrick, coming on in. GG's. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I knew I was good at Stair Shuffle.
How are you feeling when you were in that right-hand side and it ultimately just closed off on you?
Calm. I've been practicing so much. I did one yesterday where it was the absolute nightmare Charlock, where every single hub room was in it and I did not get lost. Just all memory. That's just, been me practicing, and I think it paid off here. I mean, I for a second I thought, oh no, I bet someone went left first and found it immediately, because that's the way it goes, but I was not scared of getting lost. The only thing I was scared of was getting killed and having to get the princess again.
No, I think that practice paid off for you in spades, actually. Meanwhile, Pav finds the final piece of the puzzle. It just has to trade in. Both of our other runners are available for Charlock and Beta running in Charlock, but on the right-hand side.
I think Nim's just trying to get this last level real fast before he goes back in, or goes in. He's really close to 14.
I think the number one thing that I'm feeling after that is vindication. After my week 1, I'm in a really good spot to make playoffs right now, in large part because in week 1 I got extremely lucky. But now just winning this one, fair and square with everyone still going. There was even some worries that Nim might not be able to make the race and he might forfeit, and he did make it. So it just feels so good just winning one straight up.
Yes, it does. By the way, the new brackets for week 4 have been announced, and you should have it there over on your Discord side as to which group you've been assigned to for the next week.
So what were you feeling in that early game? It was a little slow go. The second tier enemies were all trash. Hurtmore's big enemies all around the world, and you settled into that grind, and ultimately rewarded at level 8 with Hurtmore. What was your thought as you went through all that?
That was definitely the most frustrating part. I was confused. I was trying to visualize the zone 0 and 0, 1, and 2, cardinal directions of the castle. But then I would walk, a little bit, just like 6 inches from where I was before, and there'd be wyverns. And then I would go to I'd be like, okay, so it must be on the other side, and I see blue dragons. And I was not able to visualize those zones. So when I saw the metal scorpion, I was like, yes, okay, I just need to find, I saw that one hill tile. Like, that's good enough. Give me the metal scorpion. But, when I was in that stage and I was at, 13 or 14 deaths before I saw Hurtmore, I wasn't feeling good about my pace. And I hadn't seen a town. It took me a long time to see a town. That part was difficult.
Yeah, nobody saw a town for a long time in this seed. And yeah, you did find that one spot with the metal scorpion. It's like that base zone from the castle was just castle and like one level above, and that was it. Most of it was actually on the water for that first zone.
I'm not looking at the stream. Did anyone find the armor?
Nope. Two found the coordinates, but nobody went for it. It was either going to be in one of the deep chests or on the coordinates, which were 46 north, 69 east.
So quick update on our runners here. Beta completed up his right side, is going down the left side now, and we know that is the correct path. Nim did get level 14, which has outside, but did go to the right side, so he is in that giant amount of stairs. And Pav has cleaned up his homework, got the princess topped off, and will be in the Sherlock here in a moment. Let's see which way he goes.
We do know that left, while it is the right way to go, isn't the guarantee, because I think there was one extra ladder turn off that you had to go to, but... And here we go. Yeah, it was that one there. Meanwhile, unfortunately, Pav also going right. Most of you guys believe right is right. And wait a minute, hold on. Beta's going backwards. He didn't check the next room. It looks like he's going to leave the left.
Oh, buddy, this just got a lot more interesting here because Nim can at least outside once he finds all these are a dead end down here. So he'll be able to outside and start over much more quickly.
That meanwhile, Pav starting that world's worst side, the right side. Now, yeah, because it's the same. Beta's now going to think it's center. It's going to waste all the resources for there. Then find out it's wrong. It's, giving the door open to give somebody else that second play.
That's a play that I always consider making. If I had the armor, I probably would have done it, where you go down the stairs and you see that it's, not immediately the bottom floor, and then you turn back to check the others to make sure that none of them are, because you could save a lot of time if you do find a direct path to the bottom. It's kind of hedging against, but it looks like he's going all the way back. But yeah, without the armor, it feels really bad to have to walk across the barrier tiles again. So once I saw that like the right side was bad, I just committed to it. And yeah, it looks like outside was on 14, so I just missed out on that.
It is on 14, yeah.
Yeah, so our other two runners, Pav and Nimanva, will at least be able to outside if they still have resources once they figure out that this goes nowhere. Beta's almost out of resources, just trying to get out to go top off before he makes a fatal error in checking the middle. Hopefully it's a quick dead end for him. We'll see.
Did anyone dive that mountain cave? Or like go deep into it?
We had somebody kind of step in. It did go into grave 2, and then not much checks outside of that.
Oh yeah, that's a big bait. I'm glad I didn't. I got kicked out of there, I guess. The room that I thought I saw when I went down Mountain Cave, I thought it was that one Charlock room that has all the branching paths, the vanilla right side. But then that one turned up in Charlock, and I was like, oh, I guess I misread that. I got wrong what room that was.
Yep, there he is. Beta is going down that middle.
And meanwhile, Nim's topped off after hitting outside. Which one's he going to? And now Pav is outside topping off and going to be going back in as well. This potentially could cost Beta 2 positions by not completing that path over there.
Yeah, Nimanva could be being gifted second place here, providing he gets by this red dragon. Say what? While you had to win, Quinn, this is getting to be a nail biter for second, and Nim is going to take the right path on that left side.
And Beta gets an immediate dead end.
He doesn't even. I would have looked for the chests.
Yep, here he goes, and both of the others are on the right side compared. Beta has now dropped the 4th.
Oh, he gets ambushed by a blue dragon trying to eke out some more and is going to take a death.
Well, Nim just has to pick the right path here in this room, and he will be on that basement.
Yeah, this is a straightforward path. It's the path that leads to the judges table typically, and there's some light.
Yep, and there is Pav just one room behind.
This is down to encounters here with Nim just ever so slightly ahead.
Yep. This is going to be a good fight for second, and Beta, once he gets to watch his back, is just going to be shaking his head, unfortunately, at this.
Yeah, the only one of the runners to not go ahead and press through the paths to see if it dead-ended or not, and yeah, it's a real bad position to be in, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's so dicey walking across those barrier tiles. It's like, you know, you count out the multiples of 15 that you have, so you know how many steps you can take. But you know, if you get ambushed, that can change in an instant. So what I was doing is I was like, when I got down to 30, you know, I knew I had plenty of MP, so I was liberal with the heal more. So I wasn't letting myself go below like 35.
They're like step for step right now. This is insane.
Almost counter for encounter as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Pav kind of just taking out enemies as he went along versus trying to run might be a decent play, but Nim into the Red Dragon first.
Yep, and here we come, providing no more encounters. Pav should be no more than about 8 seconds back. At this point, it's going to be Nimanva's to lose second place here, as long as you don't click a menu here or get stuck over and over on this last 10 steps. Golem first. Doesn't remember. Didn't remember the flute. Gets away the first one. Doesn't remember the flute, but doesn't get away this time. Still doesn't get away. Doesn't remember. Oh, now he was remembering it. It took a while, but he remembers right at the end that he has the.
Don't accidentally throw fairy water.
And look at this!
Meanwhile, with the
Watch
yellow,
this!
we're gonna have Pav! Oh, day! We're gonna have to get a timing on this. This is gonna be pretty darn close between these two here. Get
Definitely
the GGs out from both of them,
Streamlabs.
but we're gonna have to check the timing here. Yeah, we're gonna have to get an official timing on these.
Holy cow, what an absolute insane finish
What
there.
a
Yeah.
last second, yes. Meanwhile, Beta just realized, oh, I lost.
Yeah, so officially per race time, 3 seconds separating them with Pav in second and Nimanva in third. Meanwhile, Beta saw both of them finish, immediately dropped the forfeit. So yeah, get some GGs out in chat for all of them. A really fantastically run race by everybody.
And that came down to just that Nimanva wanted to take an emergency safe heal just to make sure, and Pav just ran.
Yeah, and I was watching that. I was wondering if Pav was going to top off because he was at 52 HP when he went over to the Dragon Lord and did not, and that definitely is the difference.
Of course, we'll try to get all three of these great runners in here because especially that ending, there's going to be a lot of nice talk to have.
Yeah, it looks like Nim's going to go ahead and take a pass on it. Not feeling too well, but maybe he'll join us in chat there. But GG's again to Nim.
Well, Quinn, last race of the week, and your group had to give us the firework.
That was a good one. We got a bad Charlock. We got no armor. Nice low level dive. And a phenomenal finish. That was really something.
Speaking of that phenomenal finish, we have one of our runners that just finished that. GG's. Welcome on.
Welcome. That was a
Pav?
one.
Oh, we got crazy here because it was just down to the difference between you ran and Nimanva actually healed to make sure he could get the last few steps through. That was all the difference.
So wait, what happened at the end there? I saw that it was a 3-second difference there.
Yeah, after finishing the Red Dragon, you just ran straight for the Dragon Lord. Nimanva got stuck by a golem. After that, got out, decided to take a heal 2 steps away from the Dragon Lord just to make sure that he didn't get hit. And that was the difference. You snuck by while I was healing.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I saw Quinn finished quite a bit, maybe 10 minutes. How many minutes earlier was it? I'm not actually on the channel yet, so I can't see.
Yeah, Quinn's been with us. He finished at 59:03. He finished 11 minutes before you did.
Yeah, I think he finished right when I got the harp, I believe.
That sounds about right. It looks like you were just about to finish your homework when he finished.
That's good. I forgot where Swamp Cave was. I didn't map anything out, so I'm very glad that I was able to finish everything without dying.
Swamp Cave.
Well,
Swamp Cave was the absolute last thing I found.
Yeah, Swamp Cave was about the last thing any of you four found. Fittingly, actually, in a swamp.
GG's Pav. That finish was pretty incredible.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance to look back, we all were it's kind of like watching the end of a horse race. We're all like, "Oh my God, he's passing into the final furlong!"
I'm glad it was exciting. I figured it would have been pretty close, being that everything was not like super far out of the way once you were able to get exploring with the bad agility to start and low HP.
Yeah, you both came down to the basement at about the same time. You got, unfortunately, more encounters going around the circuit than he did. He hit the Red Dragon first. Unfortunately, then he hit 3 encounters, all with golems. First 2, he was able to run. The third, he didn't, and it wasn't until he was down to about 25 HP that he remembered, oh, wait, I have a fairy flute.
Always fun to be able to finish without the sword or the armor, I do say. One of them were on the coordinate spot, but I didn't check
Yeah.
coordinates, so.
The coordinates were so far out from where you guys were that no one ever went 46 north and 69 to the east.
The way that all the
Now,
stats progressed, I felt it wasn't necessary to get either one of them at that point, being that we did see one of the big hub areas in one of the caves.
and with both of those mores to heal and hurt, you guys were pretty good to keep yourself healed even through the 15 damage tiles. Now, they did, just before we did our race, announce the groups for week 4, and you should have that up over on your side there in Discord. Any thoughts about who you're being paired against for this next week of Vanilla Plus?
Oh, I didn't even look. Did they have the announcements before? I didn't even check it out yet.
They did it off at the end of the second vodcast, but the groups have already been switched in Discord over in the Winter League, so you should be in the new group for whichever group you got fell in for week 4.
I got Cyberdark and Sassage, it looks like. So, and I get a group of 3, which so even in my worst case scenario, I'll still have 14 points total after next week. So that's looking pretty good for me. I think that's fortunate.
Yeah, week 4 is just a random pick of the deals. Some people got benefited, some did not. I'm not going to mention somebody who did not, but well, I happen to know that person.
What, I got Aaron, 2U2, and Mand, I believe? I don't know if there's anybody else.
So, regardless of them, what are you guys thinking about those flag sets for next week?
I like vanilla. I played Vanilla Dragon Warrior before I played the Randomizer. I know the map pretty well, and it's a really different game when you're playing on the vanilla map. It becomes much more about routing. You can lose so much time to bad routing just walking around. So, and I'm gonna have to get down. People have already been practicing for week 4, but with our race being so late, I haven't gotten a chance yet. I've been still doing week 3 practice, so I'll have to get in there and just get used to fighting the Dragon Lord again. It's been a little while.
I haven't done any preparations at all for week 4, so this should be fun.
Yeah, and like I told the last race, if you want a fun one, I won't say anything further. The non-standard seed of the week was a week 4 flags. That's wrapping up,
Oh God,
and
yes,
it's good.
I did that. I did that one yesterday, and it definitely will test you.
I was banking on winning today so I could take an L next week, but I'm gonna have to practice, I guess.
Yeah, well, a fantastic race by both of you. Very, very, very nicely done. You guys overcame that early just slog to get to level 8. Everybody went about it a little different. Everybody went about that exploration a little different, and then it all outside. Obviously Quinn being a little bit ahead overall. It all culminated with the other 3 at the end there. It was fantastic to watch.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it back like tonight. So
I'll definitely be watching that one back. Everyone else, after that opening, I thought there's no way I'm ahead, so everyone else must have had it real bad. Yeah, GG's.
GG's indeed. Great job, Quinn.
Yeah, so that the admins are going to look back at the 2 racers there, Nim and Pav, just to make sure everything is aligned with how we finished on race time. Yeah, High Spirits looks like he's confirmed that the order was correct. So GG's, Pav.
That is crazy. 3 seconds.
Yeah, after a retime, it looks like it's about 9. So we have the little stream delay and such can happen there. So it looks like we were about 9 seconds. So, but still, very nicely done.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, before we do wrap up, either of you have any last things you'd love to say tonight?
Thank you guys so much for putting this on. I'm having tons of fun, and really looking forward to these next few weeks. I think it's going to be very exciting.
All right, we're looking for somebody to send this to. By the way, I do want to let you know that a lot of people who wanted to do week 4 practice is going to be doing a live regular race in the race room here on Discord. So if you wanted to have that and you have some time, make sure you stick around for that. That'll be individual, of course. We won't have that streamed. And it looks like we may be heading you out to Ness Carnality, who's doing Big 20 practice, 20 games back to back of the old NES, as he's practicing for that race day. So, for my other fellow commentator, anything else before we do send those nice over to Ness Carnality?
Not at all. See Parsley. Take us home tonight.
Alrighty, so that is the last here of week 3. We've definitely thank our runners, thank our commentators, restreamers, trackers, everybody, as we should have those going in the chat. Make sure you do follow all of them. And for us, we're gonna head on out of here to enjoy some more incredible Nest fun with Nest Carnality and Big 20.